There were goodwill messages by different partners who all congratulated Zamfara State for the achievement, saying the move will widen access to basic healthcare for the people. In Gusau, Halliru Muhammad Umar, NTA News.
Now, Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State has flagged off the construction of housing estate of 2-bedroom bungalows at Zauru in Birnin Kebbi local government area of the state. The governor said the initiative is aimed at addressing housing deficits and to support victims of flood disaster and the less privileged to become house owners. Osman Abdullahi Shehu reports.
The governor, represented by the Chief of Staff, Government House, Birnin Kebbi, Alhaji Suleiman Muhammad Argungu, announced that when completed, priority will be given to flood victims rendered homeless, less privileged and other low-income earners indigent at affordable rate. The governor also expressed determination to partner other agencies with aim to fast-track socio-economic development of the state.
It is our hope that before the end of the year, the serious commitment for the provision of more affordable housing will be made, in addition to a provision of 22,000 plots of land will be distributed to eligible members of the public.
The governor said the housing estate will be provided recreational and clinical facilities to the people in the area and outside. He urged the developers of the project to ensure quality and timely completion. Representative of the organization partnering Kebbi State government, Dr. Alkali, said the program was part of the international goal agenda for 2020 houses in Nigeria to address the problem of housing in the society. Usman Abdullahi Shehu, NTA News.
That's it from here. It's back to Ruth for more news.
Thank you, Sadia. Adequate security measures have been put in place across bandits-prone communities in Niger East Senatorial District to ensure hitch-free of the ongoing APC registration and revalidation exercise for its prospective and existing members. Mukhtar Abubakar reports that the senator representing the district, Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, made this known shortly after revalidating his APC membership in his country home, Paiko, alongside Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Zubairu Dada.
The Senator Mohammed Sani Musa revalidated his APC membership in company of the Chairman, Registration and Revalidation Committee for Niger State, Senator Domingo Abende, and some political office holders. Shortly after renewing his allegiance to the APC, Senator Sani Musa described the initiative as transformational, as it is poised to entrench values of transparency and urged youths to take advantage of the exercise.
We are looking at registering about 100 million Nigerians into APC. The exercise is going on smoothly at the bandit-prone areas. Adequate security arrangements have been made, and they are doing the registration there.
We are not trying to, and we will never deregister anybody. So people should be patient, people should be calm. We have more than enough forms to go around. We are encouraging new members.
Similarly, the Minister of State Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, also revalidated his APC membership in Paiko. Mukhtar Abubakar, NTA News.
Well, reconciled factions of the All Progressives Congress in Zamfara State have been enjoined to work in unison with a view to reclaiming the state come 2023. Chairman of the APC Membership Registration and Revalidation Committee for the state, Umar Kareto, has made the remarks shortly after some of the reconciled stalwarts of the party revalidated their membership. Sadia Abubakar Tuno has more.
The APC membership registration and revalidation exercise is flagged off in Zamfara State few days after the National Caretaker Committee of the party succeeded in reconciling its warring factions in the state. Chairman of the committee appointed by the party National Secretariat to conduct the exercise in the state, Alhaji Umar Kareto, enjoined all the reconciled APC factions in Zamfara State to work in unison towards reclaiming the state come 2023. One of the APC stalwarts in Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal Dari, revalidate his membership at Muslim Foundation Polling Unit, GRA Gusau. Dr. Dauda Lawal, who was among the APC gubernatorial aspirants in Zamfara State during the 2019 elections, said the party has now emerged stronger and all the reconciled members will continue to work together for more united APC in the state.
Alhamdulillah, I'm appealing to everybody to come out in mass and vote for APC.
The committee had earlier revalidated membership of the state APC leader and former Governor Abdulaziz Yari at his hometown Talata Mafara, Senator Kabiru Marafa at Endo Tandaji, and Mahmoud Aliyu at Shinkafi. Others are Alhaji Mukhtar Shehu Koguna, Alhaji Aminu Sani Jaji, and Alhaji Ikra Aliyu Bilbis, among others. The exercise continues with other members and prospective members of the party across the state. In Gusau, Sadia Abubakar Tunau, NTA News.
Still on the exercise, former chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Abia State and managing director of the Nigerian Film Corporation, JOS, Chidia Maduekwe, has described the ongoing APC revalidation exercise as an opportunity to broaden the membership base of the party by registering new members. He was speaking after revalidating his membership at Ohafo Ward, Osaga in Ohafia, local government area of Abia State. Steve Lonai Wakulu reports that the chieftain also took out time to inspect some federal road projects being executed by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in his locality.
With the APC leadership disposition of repositioning the party, chieftain of the party in the southeast and also the managing director of Nigerian Films Corporation, JOS, Chidia Maduekwe, was joined by party faithful to re-register his APC membership in his hometown, Asaga, in Ohafia local government area of Abia State. Chief Chidia expressed satisfaction with the support APC enjoys in Abia State.
Our party is very organic in nature, and that is why we have been able to evolve to where we are today.
APC, as a matter of fact, is a party to beat in Abia State.
Everything we are doing is to make sure that our people receive dividends of democracy.
The visit to his country home to perform the all-important task of re-registration afforded him the opportunity to inspect some of the ongoing road projects, which include Ohafia Rochiku Road and Ohafia Isugu Rural Road, embarked upon by President Muhammadu Buhari-led APC government through the Senate Chief Whip, Senator Oji Uzo Kalu.
This road leads to this village called Isugu Ohafia. And this is one out of 20 roads that Senator Oji Uzo Kalu has attracted in the entire Abia North.
Chief Chidia said it is his expectation that the people of Abia North and indeed the entire Abians reciprocate the goodwill of President Buhari by identifying with the APC government to enable a change in the narrative of infrastructure deficit, which has plagued the area for so many years. From Ohafia local government area of Abia State, Steve Lonai Waokolo, NTA News.
Right, Gabriela is already standing by in Port Harcourt to fill us in on some reports.
And welcome to Port Harcourt. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has challenged players of Rivers United Football Club to always make the state proud by winning trophies for the state. The governor spoke when he presented vehicles to Rivers United and Rivers Angel Football Clubs at Government House, Port Harcourt. Ogedi Nyekwere completes reports.
The governor enjoined the teams to work hard and emerge as the best at all times, adding that the state government will continue to give them necessary support.
Henceforth, for Rivers United, any match you win away, you have a bonus of 10 million naira. The same thing applies to the Rivers Angels. The same amount applies to the Rivers Angels.
Commissioner for Sports, Boma Iyaye, and President, Sports Writers Association, Hono Sirawo, appreciated the governor's efforts developing sports.
Your Excellency, to the surprise of everybody, you did not waste time. Immediately, you approved and you released monies for the purchase of these vehicles.
Commend you and thank you. Please don't relent, because sports has become the center of the world. With sports, you can do a lot of things.
General Manager, Rivers Angel Football Club, Matilda Otone, and Chief Coach Stanley Eguma said Governor Wike has improved the welfare conditions of the club and exposed them professionally.
When you came on board, you took over the Rivers Angels and the United, and since then, you have never failed.
The captain, Rivers United Football Club, Austin Festus, assured that the club is poised to winning trophies for the state. In Port Harcourt, Ogedi Nyekwere, NTA News.
The need for health professionals to provide comprehensive community-based education to enhance people's knowledge about epilepsy has been emphasized. This is expected to bring attitudinal change of people towards sufferers of this disease. Ijoma Ugweke, and this report examines community attitude towards epilepsy patients and its management. Her reports.
Epilepsy is one of the most common disorders of the nervous system, characterized by a recurrent seizure. The type of seizure depends on which part of the brain is affected. Epilepsy had a high prevalence in the world among neurological disorders, affecting more than 69 million people annually. There are different causes of epilepsy to include genetics, head trauma, meningitis, brain tumors, and stroke. People with epilepsy are directly affected by fractures and bruising due to seizures. This affects them in numerous ways.
Nervousness, rolling, stiffness, you arrest those things, resuscitate the patient, and position the patient. Position is very important, so that, and always restrain the tongue from being cut or being stiff or being locked up by the teeth.
Socio-cultural attitude in many countries continue to have a negative impact on epilepsy management.
Everybody is fearing for epilepsy. I cannot near the person.
In the modern world, these sicknesses are there. The citizens know how to take care of people who are suffering from this illness.
As epilepsy is proven to be non-contagious, it behooves some people to give a helping hand to patients, as stigma and discrimination against epilepsy patients are more harmful and devastating than the illness itself. In Port Harcourt, Ijoma Ugweke, NTA News.
That's all from Port Harcourt. Over to you, Ruth.
Thank you very much, Gabriela. Nigeria needs strategic plans and consistency to execution to reverse lopsided trade and economic relations with China. Guest on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria urged all relevant agencies to leverage on 50 years of Sino-Nigeria relations to identify export value chains that will rejig the balance of trade between the two countries. Lydia Sampson will tell us more.
China has a memorandum of understanding for mutual and strategic cooperation. 50 years on, experts believe both nations are on course diplomatically, but Nigeria is yet to fully tap China's expertise for economic development. They call for a focus and sustained development plan that will grow internal capacities for exports in critical sectors.
We can start by diagnosing different clusters or sectoral advantages. First of all, the bigger areas, oil and gas. China has virtually an insatiable appetite for Nigeria's light crude oil. Just cap and capture that gas and then develop a program of exporting gas to China. There is a lot that China requires for its development. Iron, manganese, bauxite, aluminium, a lot of things. And Nigeria has the raw materials here.
While noting that China will always pursue its interests, the guests enjoined policymakers to read between the lines of long and short-term MOUs.
There are over 280 Chinese registered companies fully owned. In fact, 281. Now, if they are, I ask myself again, how many Nigerian companies are registered in China? And I think this is the starting point.
Seize the moment of reforms and opening up, attracted foreign investment, which actually fueled what we see today at China's exceptional economic growth.
The guests are optimistic that with a renewed vigor and more strategic engagement, Nigeria can still correct the trade imbalance with China by taking bold and decisive steps to bridge identified gaps. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Motor parks, like any other transportation, arrival and departure points, do generate revenue for the government. However, ineffective coordination and management of these centers makes it impossible for revenue to be generated. Wisdom Jacob, who visited some government motor parks in Uyo Metropolis, reports that managers of these parks are saying that illegal park operators and increased level of touting has made passengers not to patronize government motor parks as it used to be.
State government on several occasions have directed operators of commercial vehicles to relocate to government-owned motor parks across Uyo as one of the measures to check criminal activities in the state. The relocation orders were sequel to government's observation that abandoned motor parks were criminal hideouts for them to advance their nefarious activities. Despite these directives, illegal motor parks have continued to abound everywhere, and the level of touting by commercial drivers are on the increase on daily basis. A visit to some of these government-owned motor parks within the metropolis reveals that people are not patronizing the facilities.
When we load here, we can enjoy. Even this too much of sun cannot touch us here. But now, with the sun, beat us everything. Even money, we cannot get now.
Other drivers are going outside, loading and offloading outside it from IBB, Car Junction, Blaza, and Nongo Park here.
Since in the morning, in these peaks that I'm controlling, even in the whole park, I don't think that they have load motor even up to 1 or 2.
And all these illegal loading points really affects the motor parks. Number one, by all these people operating by the roadside, you see that passengers will not quickly pass down to this park.
They are passionately appealing to government to enforce relevant laws that will enable drivers and commuters to use government-owned motor parks. In Uyo, Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
That fund tours tertiary institutions in Borno and Yobe states on effect of insurgency. Abubakar is set to bring us those details from Maiduguri.
You're absolutely right, Ruth. Good afternoon to you. Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, is set to prioritize education in higher institutions in Borno and Yobe states to cover the gap created by Boko Haram insurgency. Chairman, Board of Trustees, TED Fund, Kashim Ibrahim Imam, who led other members on a walking visit to the two states, also revealed plans to establish 2 federal institutions in Borno State. Pauline Kujivana completes the story.
Despite the insurgency that slowed down projects in the 6 high institutions, each in Borno and Yobe states, most were completed with few others ongoing. With the increased intervention fund for Yobe to 8 billion naira and Borno 17 billion naira was aimed to build more female hostels in Yobe and establish 2 institutions, Federal Polytechnic to be sited in Mongono, while Federal College of Education in Goza local government areas of Borno State.
To address the issue of these global rankings, to organize a special summit and it's just dedicated to enhancing competitiveness of Nigerian universities for global ranking.
The leaderships of all the institutions visited in the 2 states commended TED Fund for being the life wire of the schools and requested for improved interventions. On a courtesy call on both governors of Borno and Yobe states, the chairman extolled their exceptional leadership styles in the face of the insurgency and made a personal donation of 10 million naira to Yobe and 20 to Borno in support of the ongoing APC revalidation exercise.
Express my sincere appreciation to President Buhari for giving us the opportunity to have a federal polytechnic in Mongono.
We have the tertiary institutions that you have reached out to and ongoing projects, but still, like Oliver Twist, we have to be asking for more.
Similar visit was done on the Shehu of Borno, Abubakar Ibn Umar Garbe El Kanami, where he showered them royal blessings for a sustained task. In Maiduguri, Pauline Kujevana, NTA News.
Away from issues concerning education, the sustained total blackout being experienced in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, and its environs for almost 3 weeks now, has continued to pose more hardship on the living standard of the citizenry. Yagum Subukar has an update.
Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, and its environs on January 25th came into total blackout due to destruction made on electricity tower along Jakana axis of Kandiga local government by suspected members of Boko Haram terrorists. The use of generator as an alternative means of power supply is now a necessity almost everywhere, even though this is done with lot of complaint, as the blackout has given rise in prices of items.
Generators and operate their business is very difficult.
It's not good. We don't feel good at all. All of our operations, all of our activities, honestly, happens to be kind of not that smooth.
The light is not stable. We don't have water, no light for us to go and read. We just struggle to read on the street, all the street solar light in the night, and it's even affecting students.
It is affecting me in a lot of ways, especially pertaining my phone charging, pertaining the internet, and even the mode of living is a little bit expensive.
Investigation by NTA News reveals that the transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, in collaboration with Borno State government, are making effort in providing temporary measures. Since the governor's visit to the site, team of engineers from TCN and representatives of Borno State government are working day in, day out in Jakana to see that electricity is restored within the next 1 week. In Maiduguri, Yagum Subukar, NTA News.
You're on to Nationwide on the Nigerian Television Authority. Time to take a break now. Ruth in Abuja will be back with more stories.
Hello, I bring you wonderful news. The village headmaster is coming back to your screen. Mo wire abi mi o wire. Teacher no more. I fell one country. Teacher no more. I fell one country. Omoni resiti ne.
Go na better school for last gidi. Not be all this on a rugged school for Ijabi. I don't know for you.
Second, it's called Oja Village. Kadesi. We know happy at all.
And I know that even you too, you are getting a lot of orders too. Hey, we are trying, shall sweep her leg out. She was standing there. Sweep it.
I love you so much.
And how did I give you the impression that I was interested in that position?
50-year anniversary.
You mean anniversary?
I mean, I talk with that now.
Not for me. Not for me because of Pamio. Omoni resiti.
Eventful. We curiously expect things to happen, even when we don't know what. Our human nature makes us like and repost lots of information. Some are unverified, inciting anger and hate. Sometimes innocently, other times the urge to break it first. This, in most cases, has caused destruction in many nations.
NTA News 24. A 24-hour news station brings to you news and happenings 7 days a week.
News at 10 a.m.,
News update at 11 and 1 p.m.
News desk at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. and late evening news at 11 p.m.
Follow us on any of our platforms and keep abreast of events and current affairs within and outside our shows.
We are on DSTV channel 419, GoTV channel 46,
Star Times channel 101 and Free TV channel 703. Join us.
New COVID-19 infections have been recorded in Nigeria in the last 24 hours, bringing the country's total confirmed cases to 146,184. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control says the new infections were found in 18 states and the FCT. Ondo recorded the highest with 120 cases, Borno 41, Ebonyi 37, Benue 33, Plateau 30. FCT 29, Nasarawa and Ogun 25 cases each, as well as Edo and Oshun with 24 cases each. Katsina recorded 22 new cases, Kaduna 21, Niger 20, Kwara 14, Ekiti 13, Yobe 10, Oyo 4, while Bayelsa and Jigawa recorded 1 case each. With 23,594 active cases nationwide, 120,838 of Nigeria's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have been discharged, while the death toll is now 1,752. All right, let's join our top sports desk for sports update.
Welcome to Sports Update. We begin with football, where reigning African champion Super Falcons of Nigeria arrived at Alanya, Turkey safely on Monday, ahead of their first game against Russian champions CSKA Moscow on Wednesday in the 5th Turkish Women's Cup, billed for 15 to 24 this month. The Falcons, under new coach Randy Waldrum, will tackle Uzbekistan on Saturday before their final group game against fellow Africans Equatorial Guinea on February 23. In basketball, all is set for the final FIBA AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers, with 5 groups of teams in contention in Tunisia and Cameroon from February 17 to 21. Nigeria's D Tigers, who are scheduled to compete in Monastery, Tunisia, begin their Group D campaign against South Sudan on Wednesday. The African champions will play Rwanda on Thursday before meeting Mali on Friday. And finally, in golf, Air Vice Marshal Kingsley La-led Team B defeated Team I with 3-2, sparing 2 holes to win the maiden Golf Sixes Nigerian 2021 tournament at the TYB International Golf and Resort Country Club, Abuja.
We played with the team that had the highest score, and we, by the grace of God, we defeated them and proceeded to defeat other stronger teams, on paper at least, to emerge champion 3 up with 2 holes to go.
The golfers who make up the most of the faction of the golfing community, the seniors, they were celebrated this weekend. They came out en masse. They have been very appreciative.
The tournament, which is designed for players aged 55 and above, had 64 players grouped in 16 teams across 2 days. And that's Sports Update. I am Tamara Ebiwe.
Right, that's nationwide. Thank you for your company. But let's not be wary in the fight against rape and rapists. I'm Ruth Hagoele. Enjoy your evening.
Hello, it's a warm welcome to Sports Radio, reaching live on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. I'm Gift George.